Avos, Pirkei, the 5th chapter, Mishnah, the 5th Mishnah. We are continuing with our various lists. Again, the theme of chapter 5 thus far has not been, like in previous chapters, dealing with matters of musar, ethical statements, or dealing with matters of judgment, or various other themes that have been, learning Torah. The other themes that we've discussed in the previous chapters. This chapter thus far has been essentially speculation and number-based speculation. Various lists of various miracles and tests of Abraham and things of that order. Okay, fine. So let's go continue. Mishnah, 5th Mishnah. We're going to list, essentially we're going to list the sort of miracles, 10 miracles that happened in Jerusalem. So it says over here, Asara nisim na'asu la'avosenu bebeis hamikdash. So there were 10 miracles that were done for our forefathers in the Beis HaMikdash, the temple in Jerusalem. Lo hifila isha mereach basar kodesh. No woman miscarried due to the scent of the basar hakodesh. Okay, that's a little odd. Of course, considering on certain days the number of animals slaughtered, you could imagine that that would be quite an aroma. Okay, it says further, v'lo hisriach basar kodesh me'olam, and it never happened at all that the basar kodesh, the holy meat from the various offerings, would putrefy, would become spoiled. Further, v'lo nira zvuv bebeis hamitbachim, and there was never saw a fly in the house of the butchers. Okay, v'lo era keri l'kohen gadol b'yom haKippurim, and it never occurred that there was a kohen that was a keri, kohen gadol who was a keri on the day of Yom Kippur, when he would do his special avoda going into the Holy of Holies. So if a Baal Keri is somebody who has had a seminal emission, and sometimes this happens against our will. So this invalidates the Kohen Gadol from doing the avoda, so his alternate would have to do it. So nevertheless, we're told here that this never occurred. That the sitting Kohen Gadol every year was able to do the avoda. It never occurred that he was invalidated due to this. Okay, v'lo kibu geshamim eish shel atze hamaracha. It never happened that the rains extinguished the fire that was on the arranged wood. So on the altar, there was a certain arrangement of wood stacked up in a particular manner in which the sacrifices were burnt. Okay, but it never happened that the rain extinguished that fire. V'lo natzcha haruach es amot ha'ashan, and it never happened that the wind overpowered the pillar of smoke. The column of smoke coming up from the altar, or coming from the incense, it never happened that the wind disturbed that. The wind was never able to overpower that column. The column stayed together, going all the way up to the heavens. Okay, v'lo nimsa fsul ba'omer b'shtei halechem u'belechem haponim. So it never happened that there was some sort of invalidation, something found that would invalidate the Omer offerings, the Shtei HaLechem, the 2 loaves of bread, and also with the Lechem Haponim, the showbread, never happened that there was anything wrong, any kind of invalidating mark or occurrence that occurred to these. Okay, further, more miracles. Omdim Tzufufim, this one is striking. Omdim Tzufufim, the people who would come there in the courtyard, they would stand Tzufufim, sort of packed in, like shoulder to shoulder. Umishtachavim Revachim. Nevertheless, whenever it came time to bow for the various parts of the prayer service there, they would bow when the Kohen would say the name of Hashem, the special name. The Israelite public would bow at that point. So it never happened, even though they were standing shoulder to shoulder, it always happened that they always were able to bow down berevach, with lots of space. They always had enough space to bow down. So that's pretty amazing. V'lo hizich nachash v'achra b'Yerushalayim ma'olam. And when the temple stood, it never happened that there was a damage caused, some sort of harm, an injury caused by a nachash, a snake, v'achra, or a scorpion, b'Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem at all. And finally, v'lo amar adam l'chavero, and a person never said to his pal, his friend, Tzar li hamakom sha'alim b'Yerushalayim. This place that I have requested, meaning the place that I'm renting, or my lodgings in Jerusalem when I'm on the pilgrimage holidays, they are tzarli, they are difficult to me. It's not the greatest lodging. I'm uncomfortable, essentially. So a person, essentially, it says that nobody ever complained concerning their lodgings when they made the pilgrimage to Jerusalem for the festivals. So, which of course, all of these are amazing, sort of miracles, but perhaps this last one is the most amazing of all, because we have no complaining. Just think about the Exodus from Egypt. The Israelites saw such tremendous open nisim, open miracles, and yet they had still found room to complain about their lot in life. Their things weren't so comfortable, this miraculous food, they were tired of it. They were tired, they were thirsty. Just imagine your kids on a road trip. That is sort of how I always think of the Israelites coming out of Egypt. So it's human nature, and in some manner, it's maybe even more so by Jews, to complain. So it never happened that anybody complained from their accommodations in Jerusalem. So perhaps that's the biggest miracle of all. Okay, fine. We'll see you next time for the next Mishnah. Kol Tuv, Hatzlacha Rabba. Keep learning.